Everyone, this is Christine, and I'm back with Savannah to continue our series of weight management topics. Today's topic is going to be about fiber, and Savannah put together some questions that are frequently asked about fiber and how it links to weight management. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
I'm excited to discuss the topic of fiber today. So I have a few questions, like you said, about fiber. And my first question is, what is dietary fiber and why is it important for health?
So fiber is a form of carbohydrate that comes from plant-based foods. So like vegetables, legumes, fruits, and it's very helpful for reducing our risk for chronic disease, helping with digestion, and helping us to feel full in between meals and feel full faster, which could then also link to aiding with weight management.
Awesome. And what are the different types of fiber and how do they affect our bodies?
So there's two types of main fibers, soluble fiber, which is mainly found in oats and beans, and that dissolves and helps us to lower our blood sugars and keep our blood sugars balanced. And then there's insoluble fiber, which is found more in vegetables and wheat bran, and that helps to bulk up our stool and help us with our digestion, with staying regular. And both are very important to include in our diet for many reasons.
Okay, great. So now that we know fiber is good for us, how much dietary fiber should we be consuming on a daily basis?
So general recommendation would be about 25 grams for women and maybe around 38 for men. And again, this is, ideal, and most of us are not getting anywhere near that. So what I tell most of my clients is if you are currently on a very low fiber diet or you're only eating, let's say 0 to 1 serving of vegetables per day, I definitely wouldn't jump to, 5 or 6 servings right off the bat. I would start off with maybe 1 serving per day, which a serving is about half a cup of cooked greens or 1 cup of raw leafy vegetables. And you can slowly increase that by maybe 1 additional serving every few days, or maybe 1 additional serving every couple of days, just to see how your body adjusts to it. Because if you overload with too much fiber all at once, you can maybe not feel so great.
Yeah, that makes sense. So can dietary fiber help with weight management?
Yeah, so fiber is a great way to help with weight management. So eating meals that are high in fiber, they do help you feel full faster. So that's a plus because you'll maybe eat less. It helps you stay full longer so that you'll actually be able to last between meals and maybe not get that hunger pang or feel, the urge to grab a snack or an unhealthy snack. And it also helps us keep our blood sugars balanced because it helps to digest our food a little bit slower. So we don't have that crazy spike in blood sugar, which then also creates a craving sometimes for carbs and sugar.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So can dietary fiber help with managing cholesterol levels and heart health?
Yeah, so fiber is great. It can definitely help with kind of collecting the excess cholesterol that's floating around in our bloodstream and help to excrete it. So especially soluble fiber is very good at that. So it's good to have a variety of fiber, and that can definitely help with cholesterol.
Okay. And then I've heard a lot about the connection between the gut and fiber. So can fiber heal the gut or promote a healthy gut balance?
Yeah, so it's not a singular, there's never one solution for everything, but yeah, definitely including more fiber in your diet. That can help the gut in multiple ways. It can help by feeding the good bugs in our gut. Sometimes we don't have enough of those good bugs and they need that fiber to feed on and multiply. So that can help. And it can also just help overall with our digestion, with our bowel movements, and help with the diversity of the bugs in our gut, the good bugs in our gut. So yes, it's definitely part of the puzzle.
Okay, great. And with all this being said, are there any negative side effects that comes with eating too much fiber?
Not necessarily. It just depends. I mean, I work with a lot of gut health clients, so clients that are having a lot of gut issues. So we always kind of tread lightly with fiber. So like I mentioned earlier, if you're someone that doesn't typically eat fiber or too much fiber, either because you already have some digestive issues or IBS or things like that, then I would definitely say starting slow. And some people are able to better tolerate cooked vegetables versus raw. So it kind of depends, but definitely start slow and low and slowly increase your fiber, and make sure that you are also increasing your water at the same time so that you don't overly consume fiber. And if you're dehydrated, that could actually stop you up or make you feel some discomfort.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. How can people read food labels to identify the amount of fiber in packaged foods at the store when they're grocery shopping?
Yeah, that's a good question. So of course there's charts and lists about how much fiber is in like vegetables and produce and things that maybe don't have a food label. But as far as food labels, and one good example that's easy to think about is with sliced bread. So I know that's one easy place for people to either make a really good choice with their bread and bump up their fiber. Or, if you're picking plain white bread, usually it'll have, let's say, 0 or less than 1 gram of fiber per slice. So I would say on the food label, you take a look at the carbohydrate section. There's a dietary fiber subsection, and that'll tell you how many grams per serving. And sometimes labels can be a little tricky. So some bread packages will say that their serving size is 1 slice, and then some will say that their serving size is 2 slices. So just make sure that you're looking at comparable bags of bread when you're comparing. So make sure that you're looking at 1 serving, how much fiber's in it, and what is that serving. And I would definitely recommend usually anywhere from 3 to 5 grams of fiber per slice is a pretty good place to aim if you want to get a high fiber bread.
Okay, great. Thank you. That was very helpful.
Mhm.
And then in terms of maybe someone who isn't used to eating that much fiber, what would you recommend to add more fiber in the diet in an easier, simple manner?
Yeah, so I always try to find what people are currently eating, and then see where we can sneak in a little tiny bit of fiber. So for instance, if I have clients that eat scrambled eggs for breakfast, I'll recommend adding some type of vegetable to that. So spinach, onions, bell peppers, whatever you like. That's one way to add some additional fiber. If you're making oatmeal, which a lot of clients of mine are making oatmeal, I always try to find ways. Oatmeal already has fiber in it, the oats itself, but to make it even more fibrous, I would say you can add some chia seeds, you can add some fruits in there. Sometimes I chop up apples with the skin for the additional fiber. That's one way to bring in some more fiber. So adding fruits and nuts and seeds into your oatmeal can actually bump that up as well. And with any regular meals, just making sure that you have a good serving of vegetables or a big salad with your meal is usually a way to bring up some fiber.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, great. Well, that concludes all of the questions I had for you today. So I just want to say thank you for your time and talking a little bit more about fiber.
Yeah, thank you. And stay tuned for our next weight management related topic, and we'll see you soon. Bye.